Live.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to spend with us. We are so happy that you guys are all here. I think we are good to get started. All right, I'm going to kick us off. My name is Melissa Breslin. Myself, along with Suzanne and Alexandra and Heather Lee, are all going to give you a short intro about ourselves, how we got started with Beachbody, and then we're going to share just a little bit more about our business. I know that's what you're here to learn. So sit back, grab a glass of wine or tea or kombucha. I have LaCroix. I know some of the other ladies have wine. So get comfy. Feel free to ask questions. We are super laid back. We love doing these presentations, so don't be shy. Okay, so again, my name is Melissa Breslin. I am the co-owner of the Renegade Society. I've been with Team Beachbody since 2013. I actually got started after my husband and I moved from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Atlanta for my husband's job. He, or excuse me, I'll back up here. So I worked in the corporate world right out of college. I was an administrative coordinator. My background's in marketing. So I started working right when I got done with school. And then when we moved, I had to start the job search all over again. And I was just getting hit with nothing but thanks, but no thanks, not enough experience, not what we're looking for. And that hurt, you guys. Like, my spouse to be was working with Nestle Purina, one of the biggest food companies in the world. My classmates were finding these budding careers, and I pretty much felt like I was missing the bus, even though I had the same credentials. So you've probably seen me post about how I always wanted that dream career. So I created one. That's basically what Beachbody's done for me. I was totally that person that wanted that fancy career. I wanted bragging rights. I wanted the 9 to 5. But I think more than anything, what I really crave in my professional life is respect for what I do. And I think I've really found that with this company. So maybe you're the young professional, maybe you're a year, 2, 3, 4 years out of college, and it's just not what you thought it was going to be. You're watching maybe your spouse, maybe your classmates really succeed and excel, and you're kind of feeling like, I'm not where I thought I would be. I can really relate to you, girl. And I'm sure a lot of the other women on this call can as well. So you're not alone. So I'm going to go ahead and give Suzanne the floor. She's going to share her story. So hopefully you relate with mine or one of the other girls, and we can tell you what you're wanting to hear. So take it away, girlfriend.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for getting on. My name is Suzanne Beck, and first off, I am a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, and I'm a Beachbody coach. And before coaching, my husband and I were financially stressed. We were in debt. We were having to charge everything to just get by, while my husband literally was working like around the clock. He was working insane amount of hours. So we have 4 kids, and at that time we were paying for 2 to go to college, my oldest 2. We had 1 getting ready to start in the fall. Our youngest was in probably every single sport and activity you could do in high school. So we knew that something had to change, we had to have something to help us, and I just knew that I needed to help in some way. So, and at the same time, we both started getting results with our fitness, doing P90X. We had gotten it for Christmas and started it in New Year's. It was our New Year's resolution, so we were going to do it together, my husband and I. And, you know, what stemmed from that was we got, first of all, insane results, but then I started sharing what I was doing with others, and that became really exciting. And I started to feel like this passion grow. I started to, you know, kind of open my eyes to the possibilities of what coaching was all about. And I really wanted to begin, you know, it's like I kind of saw the opportunity of building a business and by just doing what I was doing and helping others do the same. So as a 43-year-old mom, part-time worker, I made a decision that seriously would turn out to be the biggest blessing in my life and our family, and it changed our lives dramatically. I began to coach part-time, and for a long time, this was just something that kind of woke up something inside of me that I absolutely loved. Like for the first time, I had found this purpose and this aliveness and I was so excited to wake up every morning. Like I couldn't sleep at night because I was so excited. So I knew something like this was mine. And, after you give so much to your kids and you give so much to everyone around you, I really was so excited about this and I knew it was mine and I had found my purpose. So now 6 years later, we have paid off mortgage and debt. We have paid cash for my daughter's wedding. My husband and I get to travel to so many amazing places. I've developed confidence and I love learning leadership. I love what I do each day. I've been able to quit my job with my husband. We're just surrounded by such an amazing support, amazing community of women who have literally become best friends and sisters in our lives and in my life. And so Beachbody has not only changed my life, but I've partnered up with my daughters, Melissa and Alexandra, and now they're creating a legacy for their families. So that is really, really special to me. We have freedom and we have time to live our lives the way we want. So there's my story. I'm not sure who's next.
It's me.
Yay.
Awesome. Thanks so much, you guys. My name is Alexandra Street, or just call me Alex. A little bit about how I got started with Beachbody. Let me take you back a little bit. I was a teen mom at 17, married at 22, and widowed at 27, all to the same amazing man. Kind of a sad story, but Beachbody entered my life kind of in the middle of all that. I had never intended on doing this as my full-time job or career. I was so against network marketing, so against anything working from home. Kind of like what my sister said, I had gone to college, graduated with honors, and I had gotten a lot of thanks but no thanks. I was working full-time jobs, 2 full-time jobs, and it was kind of an eye-opener one day when I knew that my mom had started coaching, and you heard her story, and she was doing really, really well. I think she was making between $300 or $400 that week, or each week, doing her Beachbody business. And it just was like, it was so unfair to me because I was working my ass off and it seemed like I couldn't come across that if I tried from like just one job, right? But anyways, I had kind of always been into health and fitness. It had been my passion. Like I said, after I had my son, I was a teen mom. I left the hospital weighing about 200 pounds. It wasn't going to come off. So I fell in love with fitness. She had helped me kind of get started. It was something that we shared together, but Beachbody was not something that I was interested in. She had started, and I said, I will never do an at-home business. I will never coach. I'm happy for you, but it's not for me. Until one day I looked at my bank account and we had $29 to our name. And we were not irresponsible with our money. It's just that life happened. My husband was laid off at the time. I was trying to find a third full-time job. He was trying to find contracting jobs, and just all the other demands of life just left us, with nothing. And I remember looking at my bank account that day, and I was on Facebook, like trying to catch up with gossip and whatnot. And she had been posting about Beachbody, and she'd asked me multiple times before, and I was just like, no, that's not my thing. But then I was comparing my bank account at $30 in it and her paycheck, which I think she had just told me was like $300. And I was like, if I can do this and make like $20 extra a week, like just in between, so I can go to happy hour and not feel guilty, or so I can get Starbucks and not feel guilty, then maybe I'll look into this. And so I messaged her and I was like, this will not ever, like, I'm not going to coach like you do. But lo and behold, I fell in love with this business. It was not my intention, but I think God kind of tricked me into this business because it was such a godsend, as my life unfolded. I fell in love with the people, the integrity of the products. I got amazing results. I had lost about 70 pounds from when I had my son, and I just wanted to be the people that I was meeting, and they became some of my best friends. It was just, kind of like, you know, you guys, I was always such a bad employee. Like I would work my Beachbody business while I was at my other jobs and like, you know, so anyways, I kind of got this taste of what it could be for me. And so I'm hoping that's what you guys see tonight is just get like, I just want to plant that seed and hopefully it can come into fruition and like a light bulb goes off because that's what it did for me once I started learning more about this business seriously. And I decided I am never going back to that dang corporate world. I hate that. And I wanted more for my family. I wanted freedom and I did want money. I wanted, because to me, money was freedom and it was also security and a peace of mind. So I decided to go for it. And here I am a few years later. This is my only full-time job. I've been doing this. Oh, I got Kitty right here. I work with my cat every day, right? So this is my full-time job now. And you know, some of my best friends are here. And like I said, too, you guys, I was widowed this past fall. And Beachbody has not only provided me, you know, we're going on 10 plus vacations a year with Beachbody. You know, it allotted me so much time to spend with my husband before he died. But it also allowed me to be able to stay home and to be with my son. And I don't have to worry about going to work or getting a paycheck every week. And I'm allowed to do that from the comfort of my own home. And it's so healing in the same sense because when I help other people, it gives me a purpose and it can help me. I don't know. It's just, it creates such a good space in your heart to be able to pay it forward. So that's my story with Beachbody.
Oh, that's so good. I love every time I hear your story. All of y'all's stories is amazing. So my name is Heather Lee Johnson. Again, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We know your time is super valuable, but we're really honored that you're here. So I was the one that had the budding corporate career, and on everything on paper, or if you would have seen it online, I would have been the person that you would never thought would have become a coach. And probably nobody would have ever asked me to become a coach because everything looked great. Like I said, budding corporate career, everything everybody could want. But something inside of me said that this can't be it. And when I looked around and I saw the partners in different companies and corporations that I was working for, I was like, do I want that for the rest of my life? Do I want to be 50 and 60 years old, pushing 40, 50, 60 hours a week? And I love travel and I love flying, and preferably together. And I knew that 2 weeks of vacation a year wasn't going to cut it. And so I made a change. I knew that nothing was going to change in my life unless I took control. And so I did. And so here we are, fast forward about 2 years later. And I can say that at the end of 2016, I traveled 9 weeks out of the year. I absolutely love what I do. I'm able to do it all. You've heard this, from the comfort of our own home, though. And that was really important to me when I started a business, because I didn't want to take any more time away from my husband than I was already doing. I wanted something that I could do at 2 a.m. or if he had to work late, I could work at, just basically 100% around my own schedule. And that is what I love most about this business, is the time freedom and the time flexibility to work when we want to work. And yes, we work. We love what we do. We work hard, but we get to choose the hours that's best for our families, and everybody's is different. That is one of the biggest things that I love. I absolutely love. And then whenever I'm traveling too, like I still work a little bit while I travel because, again, I love what I do, but I'm able to take this on the road, and it's not like vacation time or work time. Like, it's not really separate. I'm able to do a little bit and maintain my business and maintain receiving a paycheck every single week, even when I'm traveling. So anyway, that is a little bit about my story. I'm going to go ahead and share some slides with you guys. I know that's what you came here to see. And it's going to look like a kind of like a 90s rave here for a second. It is not your screen. It happens whenever we flip the slide. So give me just a second and I will do that. Okay, I think we should be good. So again, we are just Team Misfit Republic and Renegade Society. That just means that we're two really amazing teams within Beachbody that you're going to receive a lot of support from. And so you've seen our friendly faces tonight. Molly is unfortunately not able to be here. She's on a lot of these webinars, but she got held up at the office tonight. So let me see. I think I can hit this so it's bigger. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so before Team Beachbody, so Beachbody is actually an extremely established infomercial company. In 1998, it was started by Carl Daikeler and John Condon, and you see some familiar terms here. So P90X was really the catapult in home fitness. I don't think I've met anybody that hasn't heard of P90X yet. So they were a very established company, and then in 2007, or just before then, they had a choice, and they saw huge results with people helping other people complete programs. So say, you went through P90X, like Suzanne and her husband, and they were helping other people to go through it. This is before coaching even existed. The new people that were going through it had a much larger success rate of completing that program than the ones that didn't have, say, the buddy system. So in 2006-ish, they had a decision to either go into retail, like your Targets or whatever, or launch a business structure where it was that people helping people get through home fitness workouts. Because even in like a traditional gym situation, any basically fitness whatsoever, people only have about a 30% success rate on average if they do it alone. However, on the flip side of that, close to 80% success rate if it was doing with a buddy or a coach. And so Team Beachbody and the coaching side of things launched in 2007. Obviously, we've been very busy since then. The catalog, as they like to call it, which is just the library of programs, has, I guess that would be quadrupled, or I don't know what 5 times is, but you see really familiar names here. So Insanity, TurboFire, T25, all of these that you're gonna see on late night infomercials that Beachbody spends millions of dollars so that our products are household names and we don't have to just be like, oh, have you ever heard of P90X? Like, yes, of course, everybody's heard of P90X. So there's something for everyone, whether somebody's got, some kind of injury or physical limitation, or even if they're pregnant, we have something for everyone, which I think is the best part of it all. So this fancy little chart here just shows you that our revenue growth, that we're a solid company, that we have continued at an upward increase since Team Beachbody was actually started. And so, it's just projecting or showing a solid company here. So I think all you have to do is go to like your local Walmart, Target, or McDonald's to see that we have a massive health crisis in the United States. Like, it's nuts, you guys. 2 out of 3 U.S. adults and 2 out of 5 children. So these stats came from the Center of Disease Control. So it's the government CDC. And these people are either overweight or obese. And obviously this is already trickling down into the next generation. It's not just adults, it is now children. And so, which means we're gonna have this problem again in 10 years if we don't make a change. And we're here to help be that change. So what makes Team Beachbody unique? I think, and I feel very confident in saying this, that we are the only company that combines all 4 integral parts that are needed to live a healthy lifestyle. And we are not just a diet, a fad, a wrap, or a pill. We are a lifestyle. We want people to develop the habit of healthy eating and exercise, so much so that it's like brushing their teeth. So we combine the fitness, the nutrition, the peer support, which is the coaching side of it, and then rewards. Every single year, Beachbody gives away hundreds of thousands of dollars to people that just complete the programs and just submit their results. Just submit a before and after picture, and there's hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. And not to mention, you get a free t-shirt at the end of it. Who doesn't love a really great free t-shirt? So let's see. Melissa, take it away for me, girl.
Okay. So, hang on. Just a second. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead. Okay, one thing that I really love about Team Beachbody, and I think it probably would have been a deal breaker for me if this wasn't the case, is the integrity of the masterminds behind all of our products. So Shakeology is pictured as one of our biggest sellers. Kind of a neat story though about the vanilla flavor. So years ago when it was released, Beachbody wasn't able to find like the pure source of vanilla that they were looking for. They did find something, but it just wasn't up to our standards. However, interesting fact, the government did approve the flavor. But here's the thing, I'm speaking about the FDA, the Food Drug Administration. They don't approve supplements. It's just food and drugs. So it's not like they had the authority to really even say yes or no anyway, but we didn't have to worry about that because Beachbody basically said, unless we have the purest of the pure ingredients, we're not releasing this thing. And I know that for a fact they actually lost a bunch of money because of it, because they opted out of releasing that flavor until they found that pure source of vanilla. So like I said, yeah, they lost a ton of money. Even though the government did approve that flavor, it just wasn't up to our standards. And I don't know, I think that's really cool. It says a lot about the integrity of our company. They could have just went with something, a little less like high in quality. And, I doubt anyone really would have noticed, but it just says a lot about us that they were so strict with that integrity. So, okay, so I know a lot of people will tell you, and maybe you're feeling the same way. You're like, well, I already have a protein shake. I already have something that I'm using, or maybe you totally hate shakes in general. Okay, cool, totally okay. But does the shake you're using or the shake that you're not using have over 70 superfoods in it? Probably not. And I'm pretty sure that's all I need to say about that. So yeah, Shakeology has been a huge lifesaver for both my husband and I. I know my entire family drinks that. All the women on this call do. Just with unknown health issues that we weren't really aware of, blood pressure monitoring, that sort of thing. I've also really noticed an increased sense of energy. I used to really struggle with like the afternoon brain fog. My attention span would really, really cave in the afternoon. I've really noticed that sort of diminish. Also, my cravings for sweets have really gone down. I can really tell on the days that I don't have a shake, which is rare, if ever. I can really, really tell there's just a difference in my diet. I'm hungry more. I'm wanting, snacks and junk more often. And I know for a fact there's not another shake on the market with so many pure ingredients with so many health benefits. So, okay. Okay, clearly our stuff works. It's in the pictures. We have a product for everyone, whether you want to lose 5 pounds, 100 pounds, 20, whatever you need, girl, we've got you. Even if you hate working out, like it's okay to say if you're like, I just don't like exercising. I don't know if anyone really does. Maybe you do. I don't know. Okay, size is amazing, for example. Size, Country Heat. I know all of the dances. I do break them out sometimes, but that's in private. They literally feel like you're just dancing and having fun. So definitely something for you if that's your jam. Maybe you are really into exercise. You love weightlifting. You love pushing yourself. We have classics like 21 Day Fix, P90X, Insanity. We have you covered on every aspect. So, okay. So a lot of people have kind of major misconceptions when it comes to coaching. And I can promise you that it's okay if you have them because we had them too when we first got started. A lot of people will worry that you have to be a fitness or nutrition expert or that you have to be experienced in marketing or business. Or I think the biggest fear is that we run strictly on sales. And we totally relate to that because I can promise you we hate being sold to as well. Like I said, I have a degree in marketing. I know every sales pitch in the book. I can tell you why exactly someone uses the specific sales pitch they give you and the whole psychology behind that. And I can promise you that I've never felt like I was being sold to with Beachbody. Like I said, my entire family is involved with this company. My best friends are involved with this company. And it basically, what I think the best way to describe it is if, everyone has that physical and financial need. And for me, I think Beachbody has really been able to fulfill that. And when I share with people, I'm sharing my experience. I'm not reading from a script. It's real life. So I guess that's kind of in a nutshell, what we do. We just share. So, okay. Slide. Okay. So what the hell do we actually do all day? Good question. Okay, this is basically it. We work on social media and we hold our customers and our teammates to such an incredibly high standard and we all just excel together. So I host monthly wellness accountability groups with a lot of the women on this call in our teams. And I also host monthly coach internships for my new coaches and for my team members who are working towards growing their own businesses. And just as a little disclaimer, we have all of these trainings in Google Documents. We share them like candy. I mean, everything is done for you. When you come on board with us, we've already done the heavy lifting for you. So you never need to worry about, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? We definitely encourage individuality, but as far as the trainings go and the basics, we have that covered. All we ask is that you come to work every day with a positive attitude. I mean, it's as simple as that. I work with my customers basically on achieving just the highest level of physical wealth that they want to achieve. Like I said earlier, if that's 5 pounds, if it's 10 pounds, if it's 100, I'm with you through that. I'm there every day, as little or as much as you'd like me to be. And then I work with my coaches, my team, on their business and financial goals. And I teach them how to duplicate what I've already done. Obviously, okay. Legal department requires that I say this. Obviously we don't we don't guarantee any level of success. I can promise you this does take work because it's a real business. But like my sister said, like my mom said, we're all full-time coaches. We all earn enough that we were able to replace our full-time jobs without the need for secondary income. And again, this is why I have to share that income disclaimer. It's not guaranteed, but you guys, this business works if you do. My mom, Suzanne, is almost a 7-figure earner. Alex and I are right on her toes. I can promise you that Heather Lee can attest the same thing. That if you work this business, you guys, there's just no limit on what it could do for you and your family. So I'm going to hush up, and I'm not sure who's next, but I'm going to let them take over and talk to you guys about the benefits of coaching.
All right. Would be me. I'm not sure if there's mute lines. I'm hearing a little bit of let's see here. Are you guys hearing an echo, or am I good to go? Looks like I'm good to go. Okay, so benefits of being a coach. Well, first of all, you do get to set your own workouts, yeah. You get to set your work hours, which is a huge benefit. This business works around your life, not you around your work hours. So that's really cool. You can focus on either part-time or full-time, depending on what your goals are. You can build online or in person. And I truthfully build my business. I've built my business 99% online. There are no parties. There are no, I don't have to leave my home unless I want to, but I don't have to spend my time in other people's living rooms. Let's put it that way. I can do it from my phone. I can do it anywhere I am. You get to share your passion and you attract people. So rewards, you earn 25% commissions, and you also receive a 25% discount from anything that you order. There are bonuses for team growth. There are trips. Beachbody trips are amazing. I am going on my 5th trip in April, which I'm really looking forward to. We are all going to Punta Cana. Recognition is insane, and I don't know how often that is so important. I don't know how often you're actually recognized at work. And I tell you what, it feels really, really good to know that you're being recognized and that people see and celebrate you. They celebrate your success. Learning and personal development is huge. We totally believe in growing yourself first before you can help others. We have a success tab in our online office that is devoted truly to Success Magazine and to all kinds of personal development. Next slide, please. So with Misfit Republic and with the Renegade Society, you will receive an exclusive team training site and welcome gift when you sign up. We make sure you guys are trained. We make sure that you are all set to go. When you join anyone that invited you to this webinar, you will be taken care of. And we have systems and we have everything in place to do that. So the minute you come on board, you are not left alone. So what to expect from Misfit Republic and Renegade Society. We have elite new coach training. We have weekly team calls, monthly team challenges that we all do together, team building events, leadership training, a Facebook team page, recognition, and I'm not seeing, I can't quite read that last part of that slide. I'm not sure. I've got a picture right here in front of it, so I can't see that. But go ahead, go to the next slide. So what's possible? This is Coach Andrea, and this is to just give you a little bit of an idea of what's possible. She's sharing her first month in business, her 12th month, 24th month, 36th month, and obviously this is someone who wants to work full-time, who wants to build an income, and she works extremely hard, but this gives you an idea of what is possible with Beachbody. So this, and I don't know if I didn't even know what this meant when I became a coach, and maybe you do, but every now and then we will hear that, is this one of those pyramid schemes? And this just drives me crazy. First of all, a pyramid scheme is 100% illegal. And a pyramid scheme is where there is no selling of product or services. And so that's totally not what this is. What we have is we have a business model where we get to build an organization of customers and team members. And instead of just getting paid because of my efforts, I get to earn based on the success of my whole team. Unlike most jobs where we'd never expect to earn more than our boss, it's not uncommon, you guys, for someone to earn even more than the person who invited them into this business. So it is absolutely not a pyramid scheme, but it's a really, really cool business model.
All right, guys. I don't want to get going. Hang on. Mom, do you want to try and mute your line? Sorry, guys. Obviously, you do not have to be perfect with technology. I know that I'm not, but it still does not hold me back, right? Okay, so we got to share with you a little bit of our success stories, but we want to make sure that you're kind of seeing pieces of yourself in other coaches as well, right? So this is Blair. She's here to show you that obviously what we've been sharing with you the entire night is that this isn't a business where I'm going to say like, yeah, you get to sit around all day and drink cocktails and become a millionaire in 2 weeks. Like that's just not how it goes. So we're really careful to make sure you guys know that, you know, you can start in such a broken place like what I was, and obviously Blair too. And you can really, you know, this business is based on the number of people that you serve. So if you're in it, you've got a big heart, you want to make an impact for not only other people, but also for your own family members as well. The money is just a means of creating a bigger and a better life for those around you. And this is just another sweetie that you can just kind of take a look at how coaching helped her. Sometimes it's not always the financial stuff. I know that, you know, she struggled so badly with anxiety and just really low self-esteem. And, you know, it's so much of our psychology is what creates our life. And so when you get involved with something like coaching and where you're able to pay it forward and grow yourself and get, you know, get reinforced in such a positive way by the people that you're with and the financial side of it, it can really start to shift the way that you see the world and help you break out of those limiting beliefs, which hide a lot in anxiety and depression and all those other things. So coaching is not just about the financial side, it's also about who you become in the meantime. This is also Amber. Amber is so near and dear to my heart. She is also a military wife, and a little bit of her story, which I guess maybe will pull on some of your guys' heartstrings, is I know that at one point in time, they used to have to take loans out in order to visit family. They're military family, so they had to, you know, obviously weren't always living where they grew up. And so can you imagine every time that you had to like go to the bank and see if you could get a loan out or borrow money or travel on a credit card, like say like just to see your family for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and how much debt that occurs with that, she decided that that was not how she was going to live, not going to do that for one more second. So she went for this coaching thing, not just for the financial side, but so that she could be with the people that she wanted to be with on her time schedule without the bank saying you're approved. All right, so we're talking a little bit about what this business can do for you. Obviously, we've talked a lot about the financial side, but I think what we really want to emphasize is, you know, money's great and it doesn't buy happiness, but it buys you that freedom and that sense of just security, that peace of mind, you know, when you can spend your time with who you want, when you want, and where you want. And it's also too, you know, something that I always think about is for my son. You know, he doesn't have to worry, is mom gonna miss a field trip, or can she not pick me up from school today? Like if he calls home and he's sick, he's not like, oh, you know, mom's not gonna be able to come get me because she's at work. This business creates such a freedom, not just in your finances, but just in your family's life as well. I do want to, you know, obviously put a little bit of a disclaimer on this. I know that this business sounds so amazing, but I do want to tell you we are very picky about who we choose to take on. We like to have a lot of fun, but we like to work hard just as much as we like to play hard. So we do expect you to come into this business ready to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, ready to make those sacrifices, ready to get uncomfortable, ready to learn, and ready to push. Because unfortunately, if you're not ready to do that, we can't say that we're ready to have you on our team as a coach. All right, you guys, so here is some of the ways that you can sign up and become a coach yourself. Both of them will get you into our elite training groups and get you set up for 30 days to success. The first option, and this is my favorite option actually, it's just going to save you the most money, and it's just the best way to get started as far as your integrity goes, I guess. That's going to be with a challenge pack. And basically a challenge pack is Beachbody's little bundle of Shakeology. You're going to get access to right now all of our programs, every single one that Beachbody has put out. You're also going to get that coach fee, which is $39.95. That's your open for business fee. That's going to be waived when you invest in that challenge pack to get yourself started. The second way that you can do this is to sign up with that $39.95 coach enrollment fee, and then also to purchase your Shakeology with your 25% discount. Also, if we've got any military or active duty spouses on here, you are loved by Beachbody, and we'll make sure that you get that coach enrollment fee waived as well as your monthly fees. Oh, and speaking of monthly fees, this is what it is. $16.95 will keep your business doors open, and it's going to include your media promotion and brand awareness, all 4 of your websites. That's basically Beachbody. If you look on the right, that's what your websites are going to look like. Beachbody maintains that for you. Like I said, I'm not tech savvy. You're not going to have to be good in coding or anything like that. You basically, like, they'll keep your website really pretty and easy. You just have to send people to it. You're going to have a coach online office that fee is going to include. That's going to help you monitor your business. We don't have to do any kind of stocking product. They keep that all in their distribution centers. It's also going to include customer service. So we don't have to deal with anything. Like if I have a customer who maybe she chose to order Shakeology in the strawberry flavor, but it came in chocolate, all she has to do is quick contact customer service. They switch it out. I have nothing to do with that. It's fabulous. There's tech support just in case any of your websites aren't working or your customers are having problems. All that marketing, you guys. So if you've ever been up at like 3 a.m. and you've witnessed one of those P90X commercials or Insanity commercials, and it's like they're all over the TV. Beachbody does all that. We've been on the radio. That's what that $16.95 also includes. There's going to be communication between you and corporate, training, success. There's also, this is my favorite part, you guys, because there's no contracts or minimums. So you can sign up as a coach. They're not forcing you to do this. So if you're just enjoying it for the discount, that's totally cool. You're not going to get kicked out if you don't, fulfill this, and you can cancel at any time with a simple email. Okay, so this is where we're going to get a little interactive with you guys. The person who invited you to this webinar cares so much about you, and we want to make sure this is a good fit for us both. So they're going to follow up within the next couple days, and we're just going to ask you some questions like this just to see if it's a good fit for us both. And that's the time where you're going to want to ask any questions that might have come up, and don't be shy. There are no silly questions. The only silly one is the one that's not asked. All right. So here's just, I've told you what we're looking for, and I just want to reiterate that one more time. We have incredibly high standards for our team. It's why we've been as successful as we are and why we're going to continue to be some of the strongest teams in the network. So just some basics. You have to be a team player. You have to be teachable and service-minded. Be willing. I can't stress this enough. You have to be willing. Like, if you want to inspire other people, you have to be willing to put yourself out there. So most importantly, you have to want to have fun. I know we're looking for, hardworking women who want to just like what Heather Lee said, we love to work hard and we love to drink wine and we love to travel and we want to do it together with you. So that's what we're looking for from you guys. And I believe, is this the last slide? Okay, fabulous. So this business is pretty awesome. You can make money and also make a difference. And I think that's the coolest thing is there's passion and there's purpose behind your paycheck, right? So we've given you all of the information tonight. We've pulled back the curtains. We've told you exactly what it is to get started, how this business works, how it's not about sales, how it's about sharing your story. We've been very candid with you that it is, it's a business. We're not going to sit here and try and tell you that it's going to be easy, but we will promise you that we give you the guidance and the mentorship and the steps to make this a simple transition from sign up to success. So now it's up to you. It's your time to make the decision. We have shared with you stories, and hopefully you've had some of your heartstrings tugged at and pulled at. I know every time I get on one of these, there's a different piece of me that just like I can just feel it, right? And you guys have to decide. I know that many of you guys have been invited onto this webinar a couple times, or you've watched the post, and you've maybe had that little glimmer of hope that's like, maybe this is for me. If you still have that, that's there for a reason. Opportunity does not land in your lap on accident, you guys. And you have to decide, look at where you're at in your life. Is Beachbody the catalyst that's going to bring you from where you are right now to where you want to be? For me, it was. For these women, it was. And you've seen, obviously, you don't have to be perfect. We're not looking for perfect. We're looking for dreamers. We're looking for hard workers. And we're looking for women who want to make a huge impact on the world along with us.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop sharing screen. Thank you guys so much. I think Alex just dropped the mic right there. So everybody knows, what's gonna happen in the next 24 hours past this. Thank you so much for spending time with us tonight. Thank you to all these beautiful ladies for opening up and sharing their story, and I appreciate it. And unless anybody wants to say anything else, close it out. You may have anything? Nope. Okay, everybody have a beautiful evening. Thank you again, and we will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.